All right. What can we manage to do today? Yep. So we basically need to redo the animations here. That's what we need to do. And that's what I have been doing. Right. This is the animation module. And here we have the animation database. And we just need to continue doing this. Really. See, this is one of those things that I can't help but wonder, like, what should I do with this? Because right now, for example, we are using resources.load, and that's a Unity function, which kind of blows. But I think this is inevitable. Monogame works similarly. So I'll just have to go through and change that later. I don't think that'll be a big deal, really. But it's this as well, right? The paths. And the reality is I think that paths should be handled differently. In some manner. What do I mean by that? For example, right now, all of these have hard paths, right? And I think that's bad. I kind of wonder if I should go ahead and do that differently, like right away. But I don't know exactly what makes sense. And what do I mean? Like, what is the problem? The problem is that let's say we decide to, for whatever reason, change the path to where characters' sprite sheets are stored. If that happens, I'm gonna have to go through and change every single line here. That is a potential problem. So what could you do? You could have constants somewhere that are just strings. Where do I have that? It's called statics. Static variables. So, for example, what we can do is we can do paths. And then here we can say public static string . It's a little bit not great. I actually think I should have classes here. Kind of. Or maybe like a struct. Or maybe a class. I'm not sure. Because it could be something like character data path equals object data characters / right? That could be one. But it could also be like that. And then character data path could be object data path plus characters assuming that these are initialized in order. Otherwise, I don't know. Because I don't think they necessarily are, but they might be. I think they are. I think it's the classes themselves that are like ran in random order. Or is that only updates for Unity? Not sure. Right, and then we can say using LOT static variables. Maybe not. How does namespace work? Oh yeah, it needs to be like that. But like, am I gonna have to type that? Yes, I do. But it could either way then be something like LOT static variables dot character data path plus, right? That way, if I need to change the character data path at any point later, that can be done here. And I think this would be fine to just leave the way it is, more or less. This doesn't need to do that, I think. Like, the fact that it's in a namespace now is what makes it not accessible, I think. Right. Like this could potentially be a lot smarter. But I'm also wondering, maybe this should be... First of all, I hate naming things like this. Prefixing it with LOT. But that is a... That's a thing that I have noticed working with Unity, that if you don't do that, you more often than you'd like end up with conflicts. That's why I do that. But it does make all of the classes have pretty annoying names. Now, see, I think what I want to do here is I want to change this. This is called static variables, right? But I would like this to be called something else. So let's call this settings. Settings variables. I don't know what to fucking call it, but let's go with that for now. And here I want this to be public static data paths. Of course, it needs to be a class. I'm a good programmer. Right? And then we wrap this in a namespace. Namespace LOT static variables. And I don't, like, I am repeating myself here. Variables. But I feel like if I don't, this might be a little too, like, just calling it the class settings. I don't think that's good. That sounds like it's gonna have conflicts, like, any second. Whether it's with Unity or whatever. I don't know if the namespace is enough to, like, keep it away. Now this is data paths, right? And I think this is a smarter way to handle paths. The question is really how to really handle this. But I think that's fine. Like, character data path, that should be perfectly acceptable. Because it mitigates a lot of the potential rework that's gonna have to be done here. I think this is a very good idea. And then here we need to do the same thing. Public static string effect data path equals object data path plus effects. There, that feels a lot better to me personally. And this is something that should be utilized more, but I'll be right back. I do have walk animations, but they look like shit because they are placeholders. But she is able to walk. I think this needs to be different. This shouldn't be right, this should be horizontal. It is mirrorable and loopable. I think I want to call it north. And this is east-west. This is not mirrorable. And we go to idle, and we're gonna call that east-west as well. North. This one, attack, needs to go. Keeps confusing me. $19. Hope that works. That should work. And then we can just say LOTF dot generate initialized int array size 19 1. And we can do that on all of these. A little cleaner. This works in most cases, but in rare cases you have to alter some values, and then you can just do this, but using this to generate it first, and then you can change the values afterwards. Like, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $26. It's another 26. Is that correct then? I don't think so. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's the loop. Doing this for consistency, just so we can tell, like, if it doesn't work anywhere, then why? And here is where we need something else. Int temp equals generate array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And then we have to say temp 1 equals 13. Temp 2 equals 2. Temp 6 equals 12. Temp 7 equals 2. This is a little clunkier, but it is what it is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Now we have updated that. Next. Dual idle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Next is hurt. Actually, that might not be at all what it's called, but it is what it's called. This one is probably a little bit more complicated, or just long. It's just long. 36. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Crappy naming conventions, whatever. And I think this is the last one. There. We have more. This is different. I don't think Healing Wave is created properly yet. But we can keep it there like that. And let's make another virus gaze. Public static. No. Public static class. Doesn't need that. Front. No. Front. Beam front. This is where I kind of don't like how things are to some degree. You know, there are many ways to do this. It really depends. Because it comes down to like what makes sense from an organization point of view. Like I have object data, right? And in there, that's basically where the data is stored. So here I have effects, and effect is like the barrier. That's what the effect is. Hit effect, that's a thing. But then here I have spells. Here I have Cyrus Gaze, and the spell itself contains its own animation, its effect data, its sprite sheet. So the question is like, is that the way to do it? Should the spell contain the sprite for it? Or should those things just be in separate locations, right? Because it does become weird, like if you want to play the Cyrus Gaze animation, but it's like not a spell, then you still have to go into the spells section to find it. But like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much, but it is one of those things where it's like, what is the best way to do this? Characters, for example. Should this be characters? Maybe this should be sprite sheets. And then in here, you have characters. And the character section only contains sprite sheets. And then you have another folder called animations that only contains animations. But like I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because what this does is it lets me sort things by character, right? So now if I go into Rhea, it just contains everything that relates to this character. The skills, sprite sheet, her like, you know, whatever stats, if I'm storing that here, like whatever. But at the same time, I'm also storing less things here, simply. Because I don't have these asset files anymore. So all she has is like sprite sheets. So she simply has less things here. So for example, character data path should potentially just be object data sprite sheets. I don't even know if object data is the right word. Like here I have scriptable objects, sprites. I have sprites here. So what even is object data anymore? I think maybe that. I think this is an outdated folder. I'll be right back. that. There, and so what else do we have? Audio. I actually want this to be something more. This should be graphics data path plus sprite sheets. And then here we can say something like that. I don't know if there is that much more. Like that. I think this is a really good idea. Now I guess it really only boils down to putting things in the right folders and then it not needing to be changed later. So this would now be... I don't like... These should not exist anymore. So this should be... Effect sprite sheet data path plus Cyrus case something like that. Then we need to create this folder. Sprite sheets. And there we need entities, effects, that entities, we need characters. Which I'm not really sure what that means, but... But yeah, maybe that's fine. Entities, characters. Because that could also be like an entity could be like an object, a character. What else could it be? What is a character? That's the thing. Where does the line between character and something else go? That's why I was kind of wondering, should it be character? Should it be main characters? Should I just leave it as character and that's just gonna be like the main cast? And then have like an NPC entity thing, but in that case it would be better to have a player character. Player characters, objects, non-player characters. NPC. There. Effects. Hit effects. What should I call that? What's a hit effect? Hmm. Could just be called fire hit. Spells. Let's pop barrier in there. Hit effects. That's where fire hit goes. Spells, barrier. Gaze. Strike. So now this is in Cyrus Gaze, sprite sheet. This is not real. Yeah. Cyrus Gaze sheet is fake. Cyrus Gaze goes there. Lightning Strike. There. Healing Wave. Not have a sprite sheet. Where is that? There it is. Alright. I have to do this. Do I have any space here? There. I need to sit in this chair instead. On this stool. For a while, at least. 30 minutes. My tailbone is fucking getting wrecked. All right. This is probably the least exciting thing I have done so far when it comes to this programming stuff. Just setting up and fixing paths. I don't know what this is. Tile types dot byte. What the fuck is that? I don't know, man. Why is it 76 kilobytes? Be, 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 be. And graphics. Write sheets. File sets. Like, what is this? File type dot bytes. What is that? This should now be characters sprite sheet data path. It needs to look like that. Hash through all of these first. This is actually a little bit complicated. This is the front. I don't really like this animation. It's not very good. And then it has this back, which this is just a few frames. And Cyrus Gaze. Here it's got a very complicated animation. Why does it do that? Like, what is happening there? Like, why are you... Why? I hate when shit does stuff automatically. Why are you doing that? It was trying to do something with the tabbing. The indent. There. So that's what it looks like. And this is one of those cases where it's kind of questionable, like, is this really how we want to do it? I don't really think so. So we'll just do this as it fits. So D, that was what, 14? A10, B11, C 12, D13. 13, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I don't know how many ones that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7. Now, that's the back. Is the front the same? No. Front is very different. That's 38 plus 2, so that's 40. And then temp 0 equals 2. Temp, what was it? 0 equals 2. And then the last one. So that's 39 equals 7. Suppose. Something like that. So these are frame durations. This is an animation. It just tells us now that I think about it, this is actually not enough. Create animation needs to have one more thing that it takes. Oh, this is so tedious. It needs to have int frame order. That sucks ass, but it is what it is. We have to do that. Now I have to redo a lot of stuff here. Frame order. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that we're going to be very, very sad. So right here we're creating, we're doing this based on sprite frames. But that's not correct. It's actually frame order dot length. It's actually frame order there. And here we are checking. We're making sure that we're not exceeding the frame durations because I've like set them incorrectly. something like that. So what am I talking about? Basically, frame order is going to be something like this. So the first frame needs to be the sprite from the frame order in the current iteration of this loop, because a sprite sheet might have repeating frames, and we don't want to have repeating frames all over the sprite sheets. Sometimes they're gonna inflate massively. It just does, we don't want that. So we need to tell the animation which order the sprites are going to be, or the the sprites are going to be played, and if they're going to be repeated. That's what we're doing there. I think that is correct. Now, why is this ass? Well, simply put, because we now have errors everywhere. And I'm not 100% sure. Everything is really... Or which order everything is in necessarily, so we're gonna have to figure that out. So here we have generate initialized int array, so let's make another one. Static. This returns an integer as well. Generate ordered sprite order array. Or maybe we just call it generate sprite order array. And then we have an int size. Then we this. And here this is now just going to be I. Like that. Because that's how a lot of animations work. It's just the order. But it's not necessarily the case. So I think most of the time we're probably gonna have to do this manually, which is going to blow ass. But it is what it is. There's no other way around it. So here, for example, we have the barrier intro. The barrier intro is a very basic animation at the moment, which means we can just say generate sprite order array 8. Like that. And same thing here. There. 4. Now healing wave. I don't think that one needs anything either, but did I ever find it? I don't think so. So confused. There. Yeah, this one is all unique. And in that case, let's see, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16? Now the next one is going to suck a lot of ass, I think. And unfortunately for this one, I don't think I really actually am capable of reading the values in the file. I might be able to solve it. See here. That's one way to do it. This is gonna be really slow though, but this is a way to do it. What is the find replace control H? Just gonna AIDS. Unfortunately for me, I think this is almost actually when we get to the middle here, it's gonna be there's gonna be a lot more that are the same. Fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. I have to start over. In selection was... This is super fucking slow, but it is the fastest way to recreate these animations. Otherwise, I have to go in and like check the animation itself and count there. And this is already like pre-done. So just translating this into real values should work faster. It's actually not looping at all. It's literally just the last one. Alright. Wasting my time. Then that's... $40? However, can't actually do that. That's literally the only one that's just repeating. Now, what about this one? This one has a lot more repeating. So let's actually do that thing here. Eight. I thought it only had... It only has 8 frames. So how is it giving me 9 frames? I don't know what that means. Um... What is this? Which file is this? Maybe I'm just using an empty frame. From something else. And that would be shit. That would, in that case, I would have to implement some kind of system like... Instead of 0, it's gonna say -1. 1, no. 0. 1. 2. 1. 0. 3. 4. 3. 0. 1. 2. 3. 0. 1. 2. 5. 6. 7. -1. Now the next question is... why are there more durations than frames? Did I just fuck this one up at some point? It should be like this. Data paths. Public. Public static string. empty frame sprite equals graphics data path plus empty frame sprite. Let's do sprite sheet data path. That is 1 pixel. It's actually not a sprite, it is sheet. Texture maybe. And then we have to go in here to create animation. And then here we have sprite frames. Here we're creating new stuff. Now this is a sprite, I guess. But it's only a sprite because Unity has generated metadata. That's what a sprite is. Sprites are just metadata. And then here we have to say if frame order I equals -1, does not equal -1, I guess, or equals -1. And we'll do something else. We're gonna do everything else. But otherwise, it has to be like resources.load. Right. This kind of sucks. This sprite should actually be preloaded somewhere. If this is how I'm gonna do it, then this should be LOT setting dot See, now I'm worried. Like if we don't have that, and I type in settings variables. Okay. And data paths only exist there too. Like that. So now it's gonna, whenever I type -1 here, that means it's an empty frame. And then it's just gonna load that. That way I don't have to waste space on sprite sheets by having an empty frame like I have here. Or there. It's time for a break. But it might be a long one, actually. So I think I'm gonna maybe actually stop the stream for once when I actually go on a break. And then we will try to resume for another like 2 hours or something afterwards. But I need to go to multiple stores and pick up some stuff. Buy some things. So it might take like an hour. But we'll try to resume afterwards and see if we can at least fix these reds. And hope that we don't remember anything new that we have to change. Yep, I'll be back in like an hour or so.